Hello, 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 Stamping Friends. Good evening. Welcome and come on into the craft room. This is your stamping girl, your ATX stamping lady, Caron Bailey, independent demonstrator with Stampin Up. And I am so glad that you decided to join me this evening as I create this card for you featuring the Day 7 product from the Stampin Up 2025 12 Days of Crafting Advent Calendar products. You guys, we have been stamping together for the last 6 days. Today would make 7 days, and I am so excited to share with you this item. This is, as you saw from the thumbnail. The item number is listed for you. I will provide a link to my online store. You guys, this is now in the last chance items. So if you are wanting it, you should try to reach out there as soon as possible to try to get this, because last chance means while things are available. And there is no telling when this will no longer be available. Awesome, awesome. If this is your first time joining me in the craft room, again, I am Caron Bailey, an independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. I know that you have your choice of many demonstrators, other crafters out there that you can watch and learn from. The fact that you're here with me, I am totally honored and totally blessed that you are here with me. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please do me a favor and subscribe to the channel. I am trying to hit a goal of 500 in the next 23 days. So if you like what you see here today, invite your friends, tell them to join us. Would love to have them join us here in the craft room. If you are returning, guys, thank you so much for returning to my channel. And as always, interact with me when you pop on. Just say hello, let me know where you're from, and let's get started. Now, while we get started, I'm going to do a quick recap for you of the products that came, that we've unboxed so far, and the products that we have made with this kit. All right, so the first thing that comes with the kit is a $99 advent calendar. It comes with the 12 surprises, plus included in that $99 is the coordinating stamp. So this was the first thing that came with it. Not one of the day items, but this is part of the kit. It is a photopolymer stamp set. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 sentiments. We have used, I think we've used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've used 5 of the 9 sentiments, and we still got quite a bit to go. And there are some two-step stamping images in this step. You guys, I believe this is a reversible stamp. I think. No, it's not. The next thing that came day one was, I'm trying to keep everything together so that when I bring it out, you can, when I go reach for it for the next 12 days, it's all together. So the first day one products that we had was this first set of coordinating dies. 7 sets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 dies that came in the day one. And we have used thus far 1 and 2. We haven't used any of the other ones so far in our crafting. Day 2 was our designer series paper, which I can never seem to put my hand on when I need it. But I do have 2 pieces of the prints that we have used already, and here's one of them. They are single-sided. In it came, I don't know where the other one is. So there were 20 sheets of single-sided designer series paper that came in the kit. That was day 2. Day 3, 3, I believe, were our gems. Okay, this beautiful bag of gems. There's two sizes of gems in here, and they are there is no, they're not adhesive back. So you would have to add adhesive to adhere them to your project. The next day 4, what was day 4? Hmm. What was, oh, day 4. I'm thinking. That's why I don't have it here. Yeah, day 4 was our gold gold labels, the sentiment strips. Again, I thought I had everything sitting right here, and I don't. Oh, there they are. Day 4, I gotta mark these, right, so that I know what I'm talking about, right? So let's do this. Day 4. So day 4 were our labels. There's a little bit of gold in each of them, on each of the labels. They're more sentiment labels, but you can use them as little accent pieces on your projects. Okay, that was day 4. Day 5 were our stencils. There was a 4-piece stencil set, and with it a coordinating brush. So this was our day 5, right? Day 6, puffy stickers, and we use these cards. Now let me just show you a quick recap of the projects that we created with those before I share with you day 7. All right. So the first card we made, featured our birthday swishes. The second card we made, we features the sentiment miss you and our die cuts. The third card we made, now this was the third and fourth, and as you can see, we used the gems and we used the die cut. Day 5 was our stencils, and day 6, yesterday, we used our puffy stickers. Now, day 7, we've got another set of dies that came in the kit. Okay, so we have some nesting dies. I guess I would say they're postage edge, but I don't believe they're true postage um, dies. I don't believe they are. So when I first saw this set, my thought was to do some triple time stamping. So that's what we're going to do tonight. So here's what we're going to need in order to work with our projects tonight. All right. So I went ahead and I die cut already using the larger rectangle. And this is measured to 1¼ inch by 2¼ inch. And I cut a piece of black layer that's 1/4 inch bigger, so that would make this 1½ by 2½. I cut this one, but I'm not sure I'm going to use it, but I wanted to make sure I die cut it. I think this was 3/4 inch by 1¾ and we have a matte layer on this one that's 1 inch by 2 inches. Then we have, using the larger image, the larger die, and this measures 2¼ by 2¼ and so we cut a matte layer that's 2½ by 2½. We also have a piece of basic white that is 3¾ by 5. We matted that. Oh, what happened? Where did I get that? Okay, I can see where we need to cover up. We have a matte layer that's 4 by 5 1/4. Normally I mat in 1/8 of an inch. Today I'm going with the 1/4 inch. So let's go ahead and get started with our stamping projects. As you can see, I stamped already my sentiment image, my sentiment, and we're working with the Thinking of You sentiment today. Let me grab, I'm trying to find my glue dots. Okay. I don't see my glue dots anywhere around. Oh, those are permanent. All right. Let's just use it anyway. We're going to use our glue dots, and we're gonna de-stickify them, right? Because we don't want them to be too sticky. And to do that, we're just gonna run it on there, and we're gonna tap it on so it absorbs. It has some of the oils from our skin to de-tackify it just a little bit. Okay, we're gonna do the same for the square piece on the back, right? And we're just gonna de-stickify them. Now, we do that for triple time stamping. Let's move all of this aside. All right, so what we need to do here, let me grab this foam sheet. We're going to go ahead, because we're working with photopolymer, we need a little bit of added support there. So I'm going to go ahead and line this up right here. Going to put just a little piece of Post-it tape on here. And then we're going to kind of figure out how we want to align our image. And I need to make sure it is so totally not sticky. All right. So what I'm going to do, thank you guys and welcome. Let me know who you are and where you're watching from. We need to make sure that we're able to remove this without completely ruining our sheet. So I'm going to go ahead and align this piece just kind of where I think I want it to be. And we're not going to do a lot of pressure on it because I really don't want it to stick to the point where I cannot remove it from the cardstock that it's on. Okay? And then I'm going to put this one right here. Okay. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab that stamp set, and we're going to go ahead creating our image, our triple time stamped image. I should have worked out what colors I want to work in today. I haven't done that part yet, but we'll see. My favorite color is blue. So I tend to gravitate toward blues first before I do most anything else. But I think I want to go with purples. Now I'm not sticking with the colors that's in the designer series paper. That's not what I'm doing. So let's see. Ooh, let's go with, if we do Petunia Pop, where would we go? Oh, we can do Petunia Pop and maybe Berry Burst. Let's see how we like those as a combination. Oh yeah, those will work together. Okay, We're going to try to bring in as many of the images as we can from the stamp set, okay? Uh, I am looking for, let's see if we can slip this in here. I'm always wanting to stamp off, right? I really need a sheet of, let's see how this will work. Let's just play with it and see what we got. I had a busy day today. Oh my gosh, did I have a busy day. All right, so we're going to go ahead and ink up our main image, our first image. And we're just going to do some random stamping. Now, because of how we have this layered, we're going to try to make sure that we apply some good pressure on those join areas so that the images flows through. Okay. Perfect. It's kind of like we're building and creating our own background. I don't want to create that much of a mess. And one more right there. All right, that's it for that image. Then we're gonna pop some, let's clean this off. I try to clean any of my stamps that have anything that has the reds in it off as soon as possible. Even though I know it's still gonna stain, I do try to clean them off as quickly as possible. All right, so now we're gonna bring in um, nope, that's not that. There we go. Then we've got to bring in, let's see, some greenery. Um, go ahead and stamp this guy. No, he's not going to fit. But if we do it as a little bit, the next largest image we have would be our butterfly. Oh, and I want to bring in for our butterfly Mm, I'm making this up as I go along, you guys, just so you know that, right? All right, so we're going to start our butterfly, and he's going to be in Summer Splash. He or she. Okay. And all we're going to do is we're going to fill some spots in here. Okay. I'm going to do a little bit of Stampin' Off, second generation. All right. Mm, let's go ahead and put this guy in here like so. Then let's have a second generation. Mm, just have to be a little bit careful. 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to second generation over here. Okay. And then I think we're going to try to fit 1, 2 more. Let's go here. And then second generation over here. Okay. Then lastly, we're going to go in with one of the leaf images. I don't know that I want the body on the butterfly. I may, give me just a second, I'll think about that. And I want to go in on with this green on maybe a little granny apple. Mm. We're just going to randomly stamp our leaves. There is no rhyme or reason as to how I'm stamping these on here. I'm just trying to make sure I get a little bit of everything everywhere. Yeah. Hmm. Okay. I think I need one more right here. Oops. Okay. Guys, we are done with all of our stamping. So the trick now is to make sure that our little glue dots there did not stick so well that it doesn't come apart without ripping our stamps, our image. All right, so here we go. We can take this off of that. We can remove this and remove that. And here we go. Now, generally, I would mat with the same shape. Even though these were kind of nesting dies, they weren't nesting in quote unquote sequential order, for lack of a better term. So we're going to see if we can make things fit. There we go. And then we are just going to adhere to our mat. Like so. We're going to remove this one carefully. There we go. And do the same thing. Now I call this, I believe it's called triple time or triple layer stamping, which is the technique that we are doing. Perfect. And so now the trick is to try to put these guys back in place exactly where they went before, right? Should be something like that, because that's how they belong. You see what we just did? Perfect. All right, so I want to have dimension on. All right, so let's just go ahead and adhere this one kind of flat. So no glue dots, no layering, or no design in that manner here. And we're going to put this right. Again, we're trying to make sure we line everything right back as close as we can to where they were. Now what I could have done also was kind of like put little tick marks or reference points. I chose not to do that. And then now I'm going to add some dimension to this guy. This is where I'm going to add my foam tape. I hope you guys are enjoying this project. Okay, then now we're just going to try to make sure that we put this back as close as possible to where we got it. There we go. That's much better. Yeah. All right. And lastly, well, not last, we're going to go ahead, and before I do that, I want to, y'all know how I feel about splattering, right? So I want to add a little bit of splatter. I don't know, I'm just into splattering these days. That's just where everything is for me. I was going to do black, but I changed my mind. I want to just do maybe some gold-ish. When I got into splattering, I bought all these little pans of, half pans of inks. I think I'm going to go with this. No. You don't get to see this one as much. I didn't think I would. Hold on. I don't know where did it go? I'm one of those people that has all of these things and can never find them when I need them. Does that make sense to anybody? Does that happen to you too? I took my pan to my class yesterday, and I did not bring it back. I did not take them out of the car. But here's what I am gonna do. Oh, let's go with this one. Let's go with this one. This is copper. And I know I was trying not to bring in a whole bunch of other outside products, but sometimes when you have a vision, you have a vision, and you just have to get it done, right? Let me take all of this stuff out of the way. I know I'm not going to need too much. Even that was too much, right? You saw that. All right, so now and that's it. I sure do hate to waste all of that. So I'm not going to. So now we have a label that's copper-ish. All right, so now we're done with that. Now we're almost done with our card, you guys. So let's go ahead. Let's find our card base. Our 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4.25. Oh, where's our black mat? Oh, almost forgot. This seems a little bit big. I'm not sure why. Is that, nope, because that's not the right one. Where's my 4 by 5.25? Is that it? Nope, that's not it. This is definitely not 4 by 5.25. It sure is 5.25. That's right. It's a little too big. I knew something wasn't right. So we're going to make this 4 by 5.25. Okay, it's already 5.25. Perfect. Perfect. All right, let's go ahead and adhere our focal point, our focal image. Guys, if there's any products that you see that I am using, I would appreciate, and you do not have a current Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I would love it if you would shop in my online store for your paper crafting needs and stamping needs, for our adhesives, our designer series papers, any of our products that you would need that aids you in your stamping. I would appreciate it if you would shop in my online store. And the information, my store information, is going to be popping up just a little bit in the center of the screen. You will see how to contact me, how to shop in my online store. There is a free gift with purchase for purchases of $75 or more in my online store, in addition to the new product of the month, which once you make a purchase of $75 or more, pre-tax and shipping, you are able to add the product of the month, the December product of the month, to your cart for $5. Now, I do know that it is designer series paper. It's not, the name of it is not coming to my brain, but it is absolutely gorgeous paper, and it is something that you will want to have in your inventory. Now, the thing about our designer series paper, our product of the month, is once it's gone, it's gone. You're only eligible to receive one of them, so it's not like you can make a $75 purchase today, a $75 purchase tomorrow, and be eligible and get the two, um, get it twice. You will only be able to receive it once. I'm waiting on mine. I don't have it yet, so I don't have it to share with you. Otherwise, I would. But it is absolutely gorgeous designer paper. All right, so we have used day 7's project, our products. The dies. We've also used the stamp set. And pretty much that's what we have used in today's project. So we focused mainly on the dies. And we're also going to add a little bit of the gems, because who does not like bling? I don't think I know anybody that does not like a little bling. I'm definitely not that person that does not like a little bling. And if you would like to reach out to me, you've got any questions that I would love to be able to answer your questions, please reach out. My contact information is showing at the top of the screen. My email address. Where did my gems just disappear to? There we go. There we go. All right. I'll be able to share with you in just a little bit. So we're gonna put one right in the body of the butterfly, that gem. sure why it's not sticking. I could have put the gem in the body of the flowers. I chose not to in this instance. There we go. And where did I put that other one? 1, 2, and 3. Who's ready for the holiday? Guys, don't forget also our Cyber Monday special or sale um, ends on December 9th. So in 2 days, and that special was for get discounts on the Paper Pumpkin subscription. There we go. So we've got our gems um, on our card. So here we have our Day 7 project featuring the dies. What do you think? I think it's beautiful. I hope you guys enjoyed this card and that you will give it a try. Now, if you do have take the opportunity to create this, go ahead and post what you have created on my Facebook group. All of that information is linked in the description below. All right, guys, now for the moment we have all been waiting for, besides the beautiful card, let's go see what our day 8 will look like. Okay. Let me try to move some of this stuff out of the way here. Oops. So we can clearly see. Let me let this dry just a bit more. So day 8, I don't know. I don't know. What do you think it is? Okay. All right. Just another thing that I struggle with. But you know what they say? What doesn't KI double hockey sticks you only makes you stronger, right? So day 8 is baker's twine. Or is this linen? No, this is linen thread. I think this is linen. Anyway, and it looks like it's in strawberry slush and secret sea, I believe, are the colors that are in here. So this is what we will be creating with tomorrow. We're going to create a project that features and focuses on these baker's twine. Guys, thank you so much for joining me this evening. I really appreciate the company as I explore and open the Stampin' Up! 12 Days of Crafting Advent Calendar and share with you the wonderful surprises that's coming in each of the kits and as we create with them. I'll see you tomorrow, you guys. Happy stamping. Bye-bye.